Hello, welcome to my video on practical tips to improve your writing. My name is Antoinette Pellegrini and I'm an author, educator, mindset coach and writing and self-publishing consultant, and these are my websites. So my first tip is to consider your audience. So whether you're writing a book, a blog, an article, you should always consider your audience. So unless you're writing a journal, you're writing for the reader, not yourself. So use the language and style that best suits your reader. How you would write for young children is very different to how you would write for teenagers or for adults. So the next tip is to be descriptive, show, don't tell. So wherever possible, show what you mean rather than tell the reader, because telling can be a bit boring and flat. Showing is a more powerful way of expressing feelings, and it allows the reader to use their own imagination and participate in the story. Showing allows the reader to use their 5 senses. So how do you show? There are 4 strategies that you can use to show rather than tell. So use strong verbs. Use nouns and adjectives in descriptions that paint a picture for the reader. Engage the senses and use dialogue. If you're interested in finding out more, I have a separate video on showing and not telling. So the next tip is to avoid unnecessary words. So words like just, really, and actually, often unnecessary and detract from the strength of your message. So try to avoid them. They're not really necessary. Another word that is often overused is very. So try to avoid it. There are many alternative words that you can use instead of saying very, and this chart has some of them. Another tip is to vary your sentence structure. Having all your sentences a similar length can be boring and monotonous to the reader. Vary your sentence structure and length. Use short sentences and phrases to bring emphasis to what you're saying. So definitely check your writing. So the first thing you should do when you're proofing your work is to read it out loud. You can pick up any grammatical issues more easily when your work is read out loud. And get someone else to read it too. Preferably they should also read it out loud. And then of course there are a number of editing tools. So use them, but be careful. So tools like Grammarly are great, but I found it to be correct about 80% of the time, so use it wisely. Use tools like Word Read Aloud to assist you. And if you are writing to be published, make sure that you engage an editor. So what about AI? Of course there's AI tools like ChatGPT to help you edit or even write your story, but you need to be careful here, as it's also not 100% accurate. I'm old school in that I believe that you should write in your own words. The best writing comes from the heart. And when you do this, it may not necessarily be great writing, but the reader can tell if it's genuine, heartfelt, and true. But be aware that if you're publishing a book, you'll need to disclose whether you've used AI program to write or edit your book. These are the links to my website, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find more writing tips. So thank you for watching.